Hey guys, Mike here. I hadn't been around. I hadn't posted any videos. I'm sorry for everybody that's wanting to see my videos, all three of you. But I've been doing a bunch of work at my old house, trying to get it ready to rent. And I'm going to try to explain some things, the things I've learned. I'm still learning how to be a landlord, the correct way to do it in a landlord. But there is some cost-effective tips that I'm going to share with you in this video. So let's do the walkthrough through the house. First off, master bedroom. It had carpet down in it, about 14 years old, was looking kind of dingy. I pulled it up. These floors in this room don't look that bad. They need to be cleaned. I hadn't got to that step yet. On the walls, I'm just going to wash, do some touch-up paint, I hope. I don't have to completely repaint this room. I do have that matching green, so we're going to put a fresh coat of green paint on that wall. And in the bathroom, I got the same color green. We're going to put the same color green in there. Clean it up. The bathroom's done. Threshold. I'm just going to put down one of those thresholds because I went from, and I just found another dang staple in this floor. We pulled this carpet up, and I bet you $100 we pulled 100 staples out of the padding from this carpet off these floors in both rooms that I've done so far. Okay, where was it? Oh yeah, threshold, because I'm not having carpet. I'm not putting carpet in this room. I'm going to clean these hardwood floors, shine them up, and be done with it. I started doing some math. If I put $4,000 worth of carpet in here, have one renter, get one room that gets stained up, the cost effective of replacing the carpet in that room versus coming in here, renting a sander, sanding the floor, putting new stuff down, there's a big cost difference there. So the first thing I've learned, no carpet in a rent house, period. It's just not cost effective. They can buy rugs. They can do what they need to do. So there's tip number one. The hallway, complete repaint, probably a semi-gloss white. The reason I'm going to go white is it's easier to touch up and paint over if it happens to get dirty from the renters. There's not much to show in this hallway, but that's what I'm doing in here. Guest bathroom. As you can tell, 2 years after I put a brand new Delta faucet in here, I'll never buy another Delta faucet. It went bad. I did not have any extra tiles that matched my tub surround, which really irritated me. So I had to put up what I could find. Because this tub I did myself, tub surround, and it's absolutely beautiful. Other than it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. This house is set empty for almost a year. Okay, first bedroom. As you can tell, this floor is going to need a complete sanding. Somebody got paint all over the floor when they used the airless. This is going to get totally repainted to white. There we go. The reason I'm going white is because I can keep that paint on stock, come in, paint a wall, be in and out, be done if they happen to get it dirty. I've patched some small holes in the walls. That's a long story. I don't want to get into it because I'll get mad. Y'all don't want to hear me get mad today. So that's basically what's going on in this room. The other bedroom that I'm not going to show you because that door is really, really dirty. It's going to get replaced. My son still has a lot of his personal effects in there and he's got to get them out. So I'm not going to show you that room, but it's the same situation. Pull up the floor, pull up the carpet, clean the floors, move on, get out. Living room, bunch of my personal effects I still have to get out of the house. Going to sand the floors, redo them. The den and the fireplace. Well, I've already pulled the carpet out of this one. Got to pull up the baseboard so I can put down some new vinyl flooring. I'm going with vinyl because it's waterproof. And right now it's the most durable thing on the market. So if you don't have the ability to just use the original hardwood floors in your house, go with the vinyl floor. I've found out per cost, that is the most effective way to make your house look nicer. Now, I'm just going to go right over these tiles with that vinyl flooring. Back here, I am going to put a 2x6 right there to get all that even, so I can put a baseboard all the way across. So that's what I'm going to do in here. This room, no repaint, no nothing. I'm going to paint the trim boards. Wipe down the brick a little bit, and I have a mantle to hang that I want to get hung up. So more of my son's personal effects he has to get out. The dining room has always been like this. I've never done anything to the dining room. It's going to be completely repainted white, except for the blue wall. And then I got to definitely get the sander after this floor. Somebody painted it white at one point. Don't ask me why. And then there's an antique potty chair. Anybody need to go to the potty? Huh? That thing's older than probably a lot of my viewers. The kitchen is in disarray. I don't know how well you can see it because of lights, but we've done a lot of patching on the sheetrock. And again, completely white. This house is a wreck due to the fact of this trying to get this thing rented. And in here, we had some water damage. Got all the pipes fixed, no more leaks, and still a lot of more sheetrock work. So this might explain to y'all where I've been and why I hadn't got up in any videos. So maybe that'll answer some of your questions. Now, whoa, y'all didn't want me to see me that close. Y'all can see my boogers in my nose. The do's and don'ts on a rent house. One, you want the rent house nice. But in the flip side of that, you want to put a budget on this house, get you some reliable renters in it, and then when they prove themselves to be reliable, come back, show up, and do some more repairs so maybe your renters will stay. That's another quick tip I've learned. No, you, me, probably anybody watching this video is never going to live here. We are pricing the house per rent, per the market. Now, I'm going a couple $100 under the market. I have that gray building back there that I built. It stores my car in it, and the renters ain't going to have access. So I figured $200 a month less rent for me to have a place to store my car where the renters can't get in, and then eventually have a place where I can still store building materials, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because what if I do buy another rent house? Then free storage. So I'm willing to take that hit in the rent because of that building back there. No, this house is not paid for. So I've talked to a financial advisor. The first years of profit off this house that I make above the payment is going into a savings account. So if the house is emptied, I can pull money out of it. It will not affect my future budget of having the house money, can't get out my words, the house money payment out of my own pocket. That's going to be kind of like the emergency fund for the house. If I have to pull out of it, next time I get rent, it goes right back into that savings account. That savings account will not be touched. Now, if the house is rented for 2 or 3 years, I got my emergency fund saved up, minus a few little repairs. that money right there, I will be sinking into 401k, to make my life better. So basically, this whole video, I have 3 tips for you as I've learned right now. 1, no carpet, period, in a rent house. It's just not cost effective. 2, if you have a house, the vinyl waterproof flooring, as my opinion, is the best alternative for flooring, because 9 times out of 10 it'll probably outlast your renters unless they scratch it up. 3, I do suggest you have an emergency fund for your rent house. Just for plumber emergencies. If you're out of town, they call the plumber. After they contact you, they call the plumber. It's $500 for a new water heater. Then you can write a check. Nothing goes on a credit card. And I did think about a 4th one. If you're thinking about renting a house, get your contract the way you want your contract for your house. I'm going monthly, but in my contract it says if you don't stay at this house for 180 days, I keep the deposit. So, and I'm not letting any cats in the house. I don't like cats. I don't like the way they make your house smell. No cats. So we might go with the dog, depending on the people that rents the property. So I hope this explains where I've been. I'm sorry I've been busy. I know there's like 3 of you that wants to see my videos every week like I promised, but this is where I've been. If you want to know more, if you want to see the process of the house and how it's coming along, comment. Let me know. And I'll see you on the next one.